Christina Conolly, and welcome again to our MCPS video series, Waymaking. Our goal is to help families make their way through many of the emotional challenges we are faced with today. I have with me today two guests who are school counselors and help to support them MCPS. First, we have Ms. Lindsay Cow, who is the coordinator for school counseling, and Ms. Alexis Lee, who is an instructional specialist for school counseling. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, absolutely. So, my first question for Lindsay, can you share what is the role of a school counselor? How do they support students in school and virtually?
Sure. The role of the school counselor is to provide direct supports to students through individual and small non-therapeutic supports, as well as classroom guidance lessons. These supports address the needs in the areas of academic, social emotional, and life after high school planning. In a virtual setting, counselors have provided all but small group counseling due to our inability to guarantee confidentiality. And services via Zoom, Google Voice, and other communication apps, Talking Points and Remind, for example. Schools have scheduled office hours for students, and parents and students may make appointments with their counselor either by email or online. This does vary based on the school.
Oh, thank you so much. That really provides some good information about what the counselor does in school. So, my next question is for Alexis. Can you tell us, what distinguishes a counselor from other staff members that support students in MCPS?
Absolutely. So counselors are integral members of the school mental health team. And so we essentially are the frontline workers of the school. Um, and so we use the tiered approach. We collaborate with other school mental health team members to identify the most appropriate and intensive supports and interventions that a student and their family may benefit from. And also, as mentioned earlier, counselors provide individual and small group counseling supports, as well as deliver classroom guidance lessons, whereas the other school mental health team members and other staff do not.
Okay, thank you. So then my next question is, how can students and families get support from their counselor?
To get support, students and families can email or call their counselor. Many counselors offer open office hours for students, and appointments are available for both students and their parents.
And in addition to that, school counselors are great first contacts for crisis response resources, whether it's for mental health or social services during the school day. Anytime or outside of the school day for mental health, families and students can also contact the Montgomery County Crisis Center at 240-777-4000 or the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, which is 1-800-273-TALK or 1-800-273-8255. We also encourage parents and students to also visit your child's school counseling website for more information and resources.
Thank you. Thank you for those resources and those phone numbers. So my next question is, do you have any suggestions or feedback for families and students to help them to stay resilient during this time?
So I guess the first thing I would suggest is just to understand that what you're feeling is normal because people do tend to experience anxiety and fear and another range of emotions during times of crisis. And so understand that you're not alone in that. And that you do take time to kind of process those feelings in a very healthy way. And then once you're able to do that, then even for myself as a parent, then you'll want to just kind of see how the rest of your family is doing, checking in with them, and then that will help you to kind of figure out which direction you want to go in. And so again, one of the first people that you will want to contact would be your school counselor because they have a wealth of resources that can help you and your family navigate these very difficult times.
I agree, and find what works for you. And as Alexis mentioned, that might be talking to your counselor and getting some ideas. But find a coping mechanism that maybe works for you as an individual or as a family. I know right now it's a little bit tougher because it's a little bit cold outside, but try to find some time maybe to get some movement in, whether it's walking or getting up from your computer, finding time, things to do as a family. Maybe you're watching a movie together or you're playing a game. But figure out what works for you all, because it is important to find things that's unique to you. What may work for you might be something that may not work for somebody else.
No, thank you for that. And so I want to thank you, Lindsay and Alexis, for your time to be with us today. And we want to thank our viewers for joining us for Waymaking. To send us additional questions and topics to discuss on the show, please visit the link on your screen. Also, please go to our YouTube playlist to find additional shows in our series. And please join us next time on MCPS Waymaking.